again, my dear people, let me again correct one impression, because I've seen some people saying in the media that I released one news or the other. I have never, directly or indirectly, spoken or released any message since after voting on the 25th. My last comment in media was mainly after voting on the 25th. I have never done so until now. So whatever you see in the media, please disregard. It's not coming from me, directly or indirectly. This is my first time of speaking, coming out to the media. I thank all of you for understanding. For me, it's a very simple thing to speak to Nigerians who on the 25th of February trooped out en masse as committed citizens to participate in what all of us know as what I call a existential election for supposedly free, fair, credible, presidential, and National Assembly election. We enjoy, and in all things we give thanks to God. For me, number one thing is gratitude. Gratitude to God Almighty that continue to protect and bless our dear country, Nigeria. Number two is gratitude to Nigerians that participated in the election and simply called as true citizens in our dear country. Number three is gratitude to those of Nigerians, especially the youth, that believed and worked tirelessly for a new Nigeria, and trusting that new Nigeria on that thing and my good self. I thank them for their hard work. Gratitude to the obedient youth, those who believe that a new Nigeria is possible. And I say to them that a new Nigeria is possible. And we will work for that new Nigeria that is possible. Their resilience, their hard work for a new Nigeria should not be waning. Daddy and I remain committed to that new Nigeria. I know how they'll be feeling now because of the way elections have come and gone. The commitment and resilience of Nigerians, even in face of unwarranted terrorist attacks, is a testimony that a new Nigeria is indeed possible. I look at people like Lady Jennifer Ifedi, who was stabbed but insisted on voting. And that gives me courage to believe that a new Nigeria is indeed possible. And there's so many other Nigerians. The election that we just witnessed have been conducted and results announced as programmed. It is a clear rules and guidelines, as we were promised, this election, as you know, did not meet the minimum standard expected of a free, transparent, credible, fair election. It will go down as one of the most controversial elections ever conducted in Nigeria. The good and hardworking people of Nigeria have again been robbed by our supposed leaders whom they trusted. However, let me humbly and most respectfully appeal to all Nigerians to remain peaceful, law-abiding, and conduct themselves in most responsible manner. Please be assured that Dati and I, and indeed all of us, this is not the end or the beginning of the journey for a birth of new Nigeria. Dati, Baba Ahmed, and I remain absolutely undaunted and deeply committed to the project of a new Nigeria that will be built on honesty, transparency, fairness, justice, equity. All the above starts with the process. The process through which people come into office is far more fundamental, more important than what they do thereafter. It is my belief that I've maintained so consistent that if you must answer His Excellency, the process through which you arrive to office must be excellent. We must now require that we do the right things in order to generate the required confidence and moral authority to lead. As you know, the destruction of a society begin and gradually progress when we act rascally, with deliberate manipulation of the rule of law and suppression of the will of the people. During my campaign posts, I would say that we will govern by the rule of law, because we know what not doing that will bring about. And that's why we insisted on that. Let me reiterate, and I assure you that good people of Nigeria that we will explore all legal and peaceful options to reclaim our mandate. We won the election, and we'll prove it to Nigerians. Oh, yeah. Please do not despair. We have elections coming up on the 11th. I enjoin you to go and campaign and bring up people to again come out and vote in that election. We still have so many massive support out there that we need for sub-national and state assemblies. Please come out and be part of that election. I assure you that I will be part of it. I assure you that I'm totally committed for a better future in this country. And nothing will stop that. That is commitment. My commitment is total. Rest assured that your support will not be in vain. And you will not find us wanting.
Amen.
We must build a better Nigeria. Where Nigerian youths will be happy, glad to call their own country.
Yes.
Thank you, and God Almighty continue to bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Amen.
Thank you very much. So, colleagues, if you don't take anything home in what we just heard, he said we won the election and we will prove it to the world. We will reclaim that mandate.
Yes, sir.
Another round of applause for him. Okay, so we will take a few questions from journalists who are. So, if you raise your hands, I'll recognize you. You come out here and speak. Okay. Oh, all right.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Shewa Kimale. I'm a reporter with Channels Television. I'd like to ask you, it does look, I have two questions, and they're quick ones. You said that you're going to reclaim, and you said you won the elections. If you'd like to expatiate on what you meant by that, in what areas do you think, because your speech does look to me like elections is flawed as far as you're concerned, what are the evidence that you have to support the claim about the conduct of the election? And if you can tell us which areas, what are the aspects of the elections you think that are not right? The second part of my question is, the journey since Saturday election, you seem to have formed an alliance with other political parties like the PDP. Are you doing this challenge on the election or the outcome of the election alongside with them? How much of partnership do you have with the PDP? Have you spoken to the candidate of the PDP? What kind of alliance are you forming? Again, because of the sensitivity of the outcome, the nation went into a very crucial and tense election, came out of it, things, the nation is still very tense. And also, we discovered that the nation at this time needs to come together. What kind of words are you going to send out to your supporters and your followers in respect to the fact that we must have a nation first, and then we must be able to keep the nation together? And lastly, have you spoken? Have you reached out to the man that has been declared winner for Latino? Thank you.
Well, you did ask me the process and the areas. If I tell you all this, I don't know what I'll be telling the court. We are past the stage of that because we were asked to go to the court. Isn't that what he said?
Yes, that's what they said.
So let's go there. Remember that I'm obedient. I'm going to go where I'm directed to go. And then you will see where and how. Or just to give you an emphasis, in 2015, the number of registered voters, if I can remember, is about, what was it again? About 67 million registered voters and 29.4 voted. In 2019, that tally increased to about 84 million. About 28.4 million voted. And then we were told that about 11 million registered in 2022. If I'm correct, which brought the registration to about 95, but 87 collected their PVC because of the issue of not being able to collect their PVC. But only 23 1.3 million voted. If you see how Nigeria works. So we have an increase of 11 million. And the voters dropped by sharply by over 20% instead of increasing. The reason it was due to manipulation and reduction and removal and inputs of votes here and there. Because otherwise the number is supposed to have increased. It didn't increase. Because people were busy doing what is wrong. And we have chosen, I will challenge this rascality for the future of the country. Nigeria cannot conduct election 63 years after independence. It's something everybody should reflect on. Unexamined life is not worth living. And we thank God. Sharon, you asked about the alliance. We are not in alliance. We are discussing a partnership with other people and any other Nigerian who feels hot as we do. I've said it and I repeat, I have all my life challenged the process. I believe that the process through which we could get anywhere is respected. As a person, I've had a school award me a professor, and I can go and see my reply to them. I said, I can't be, because I have not gone through the process of being a professor. The process through which people come into any place is far more fundamental than what they do there. We must have people who have the moral authority because of the process to come into it. So if we use the process we use today, tell me how we can tell the train robber, the kidnapper, that is in the room. Say we have not made calls to anybody.
Okay.
I'm not against making calls. Everybody that is involved in this, even the two main contenders, I've always said it, are my elder brothers. You know, they're far my seniors. They actually be my father, so I respect them. I keep with that. If they call me and want me to see them, I'll see them. But on this issue, I'm challenging the process.
Okay. We'll go from here. Please come outside. My name is Fidelis Mbak. I work for Adesirati. My question is just about the judiciary. We're going to court. There've been concerns about the integrity of the judiciary. Do you believe you'll be able to get justice given the questionable calls and decisions, especially of the Apex Court?
Mr. Fidelis, there's no Nigerian who can say it's been a beneficial of the judiciary more than me. And all this while they tell me about integrity of the judiciary. From 2003, I've always been in the court. I was there 3 years to reclaim my mandate. I was there to come back from impeachment. I was there to do interpretation. I was there to challenge my second election. And in all, I've been successful. Without in any way compromising or doing the wrong thing. Like I said, I've never knowingly, and everybody can know, compromise any law officer, any judicial officer, anybody in process, because I believe they're doing their job. So I believe they know their customers in the other side. Mine is to do the right thing. And I'm going to go there with the right thing. And what I'm going, I'm seeking who will benefit the future of their own children. And I'm sure they will do the right thing.
Okay. All right, just sit in next. I'm coming to your side. Please. Okay.
My name is Timothy Obiezu. I work for VOA, Voice of America. My question is, I've been speaking with observers and political experts who say that for you to be able to reclaim a mandate that you said has been taken from you, you need to prove abundantly enough that the suppression, voter suppression that has been alleged, the violence and everything that happened on Saturday was enough to sway the votes in your direction. So do you have abundantly enough evidence to do so?
Well, let me again say, we're not yet in court. That is why the court exists. And they've asked me to go to court. And I want to go to court. Simple. I don't want to answer questions on my way to court.
Okay. All right, come. I wanted to travel this way, but I see you are.
My name is Omar Azoy and I work for AIS TV. Sorry. Some moments ago that you have been having series of meetings with a lot of people from the international community and maybe back home here in Nigeria. Do you feel like you are under any pressure from anywhere?
Not at all. I can tell you, nobody will ever put me under pressure when I challenge his conduct, rascality, or illegal process. Because it's not about it's not about, you can't, how do you put the person who is doing kidnapping under pressure? We're challenging what is wrong. It is not about me, it's not about you, it's not about it's about the society our children will live in. And I want people to understand that. I'm challenging a process that is faulty, process that is wrong. It could be anybody. It is not about anything. So there's no pressure. Nobody. And they know they will not.
Okay, the lady at the back. Okay.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Rena Opozike. I work for DAR Communications, AIT. So I want to ask you, how are you engaging the international communities on the outcome of the elections?
Thank you very much. Now the real AIT, not former AIT.
Quite frankly, I'm not unless on invitation, I'm not engaging any international community or international body. Because I feel this is a Nigerian problem. And this is time we have to start solving our problem. Elections have been conducted in all parts of Africa. And nobody have ever seen something near what we're going through here. So I'm not consulting anybody.
Okay.
Good day, sir. My name is Niyo Moni. I represent and correspondent for News Central. I know you've recorded a lot of success rates when you go to court. I'm not trying to be an antagonist, but if you eventually go to court and it remains the same, that the mandate is given to your opponent, what will you do? Secondly, we've seen a lot of visuals online about youth destroying their PVCs. What word do you have to these youth who you somewhat represent their demographic?
Well, I'm still going to go around appealing to the youth. This is a long distance journey. And you have to know, I'm committed to going through this journey with them. It's not going to be a one-day journey. No matter how long the night is, they will be there. And I want to show them that will be there. We have to go through that. We have to go through this darkness with them. Because I know we're not going to ask the people to live easily. That's why they're there. That's why they have structure. That structure of criminality can't go away overnight. That structure of destruction can't go overnight. Structure that have created 133 million people living in multi-dimensional poverty can't go out overnight. Structure that have created 95% 95 million people living under absolute poverty can't go out overnight. Structure that have created over 20 million out-of-school children can't go out overnight. All we need to show is commitment, resilience, like use all the resources we can, all our energy, everything. All I assure them that I'm not going away. I'll be at the forefront. We will walk through this darkness until they break. It's something. I know the court will do the right. Yes. Their children are involved. The future of their children are involved. I had experience today, just today, and I told my chairman, I choose whenever I meet a young person, I want to know what that young person knows. So you see me every day talking to young people. So just this morning, I went somewhere with the chairman. And a young lady was to boil the water for me to make tea. I said, I will do it. She said she will do it. She was excited to do it. She was worried. And she said to me, she was almost in tears and I lost the relation. And I said, so what's your name? She said, called her name. I said, so who are you? She said she was Nasarawa. So I said, where do you go to school? She said, she went to University of Nasarawa. I said, so what do you do? She said, she has no job. She graduated since 2018. I said, so what are you trying to do? She told me she's learned how to do baking. So why are you not baking instead of being here to do this? She said she doesn't have 75,000 naira to buy an oven.
Okay, so many people at the back there. So what I'm going to do is...
That's the life you get in Nigeria. People who don't have money to buy. Oh, God.
Okay, so those at the back, I recognize two people from the back so that you can, because of the time it takes you to move. You be coming, let me call someone here while you're coming.
Good morning, Your Excellency. My name is Dixon Irebu. I anchor Nigeria right now. With the gloomy picture that is out there in our society today, with the rot in the political space, where do you get your inspiration and your strength from? Nigerians want to know this.
Of course, I get my inspiration from the young girl who doesn't have 75,000 naira to buy an oven. When people like me can sit down in a place and drink a bottle of wine with his cousin that amount, the same country. When people like me have stolen billions of public money, I would have bought an oven for that young graduate. So that's where you get your inspiration. I said I want to build a new Nigeria, where those youths will have hope, where there will be a future for them. But I can't build it, Dixon, unless I do the right things, so that they can emulate how to do the right things. We cannot do it. We have to teach them how to do the right thing. Dixon, I have an opportunity to do what other people are doing. And you've seen it from my corporate world, where I chair corporations, including Security and Exchange Commission, To my being governor of a state, I had the opportunity to do what other people are doing. We have to do it. Because we have to live and show an example. And use the resources of the country, public resources, for public good. And ask those who have the opportunity of doing the right thing for the country to do the right thing. If we have a security man, he should do his job. If I have someone to conduct the election, I've been an observer of election in some of the West African countries. It wasn't anything near this. Is this what we spend billions to do? Hey, what do they mean it? We should have used that billions to do something else and announce what we announced. Because this young girl would have had an orphan and then we'll do the announcement.
Okay. All right, quickly. I hope you are not EIT.
Kamala is my name. I work with TV3 in Ghana. You said that you were going to court. One, whether the reliefs that you were seeking. The two, the ECOWAS and African Union Observer missions have described this election as generally fair. Do you ascribe to the suggestions or the reports describing the elections as generally fair?
Well, let me tell you, throughout my comments, I didn't want to mention comments of observers, because if you choose it, there's so many other observers like European Union, EU, NRI, and so many who have said if you don't meet the standards, who have said it's rigged, who have said this. So let's not talk about what the observers are saying. Let's look at what Nigerians are saying. This is essentially a Nigerian problem, and I want to hear Nigerians. With all due respect to those who are visiting us, it's a Nigerian problem. I'm talking about what Nigerians feel. You're from Ghana?
Yes, please.
Is this fair in Ghana?
Answer now. Question.
Because you have, yeah.
Come forward, please. Ask me a question.
Just say, tell me, is this fair in Ghana?
Well, it depends on what you're describing as fair, though.
I just asked you a question. It is not, my brother, I've been to your country and I've witnessed election. The earlier we start saying things are wrong when it's wrong, my brother Africa will be good. It doesn't matter to me because they happen there. Don't be part of that. Africa needs to be fixed.
Yes.
And we all have to tell ourselves the truth.
That's it.
This is very unfair. It's the least expected of us.
The first question.
The last.
The other question you asked about.
Yeah, the releases.
I've told you, I cannot answer until I get to where I was asking for. If I was asking a question and you're asking me here as I was coming here, will I still answer you? No. I was coming here to see journalists and answer their questions. And that's what I'm doing now.
Now, the last two. No, just come. The lady who's calling me.
Questions are over.
Who is calling?
Yes.
Your Excellency, good afternoon. Good afternoon, sir. My name is Kingsley of the Daily Independent newspapers. I wouldn't want to do a popular path now. My question to you will be, Nigeria has seen a lot, from the violence in the northeast to the killings in some other parts of the country, in the south. If, for the sake of peace, the person and the party that was declared to be the winner approaches you for a unity government, for the sake of peace, don't you think Also, should be shaved and without the path of peace.
Let me say it again for purposes of your understanding. I have never, if you remember when I made my Jara comments, wait a second. Please come, I want to be looking at you. Listen very carefully. When I made my Jara comments, if you recall, I didn't ask for people to go about peacefully. And since after that election, I've never done anything to show that I don't want peace. I believe in a very peaceful Nigeria. I've had several phone calls where I asked people to remain calm and peaceful. That has nothing to do with what I'm challenging. I'm challenging the process. If the process is faulty, it's faulty. Absolutely. If I can't build peace on a faulty foundation. Absolutely. No, I'm anyone in the world. You have to deal, the foundation has to be right for peace to prevail. And that is what the foundation is, what I'm challenging. And I'm pleading with you. It's not about me, it's not about you. True. It's about the future of the society our children and future generations will live in. It has to be built on a foundation of honesty, transparency, justice, fairness. We went into election where somebody said and promised and shouted, this is the route we're going to go. This is how we're going to go there. And we followed the track. All of us. Suddenly, in that long distance journey, and it wasn't one day, and it wasn't quick. It lasted for over 1 year. And all of us told that line. Followed it. And suddenly, as we get to the end of it, somebody jumps from somewhere and claims the prize. What did they do? At that stage, my brother, it's not about peace. But the process of being anything you want to be. If you want to be a professor, you must go and be a lecturer, write thesis, and you are proved to be a professor. If you want to be a doctor, you go and read medicine. You cannot suddenly, from being a lawyer, and say confer a doctorate degree. No. Lawyers go through law school. I can be a lawyer. I cannot be awarded senior advocate today, no matter my knowledge of the law, because it is a process of being a senior advocate. Process is important, my brother. That's what makes a society. In this society, we have seen people suddenly become a senior advocate. We are going to law school. That's what we want to stop. Orderliness, rule of law. That's what makes a society.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency. I think in the interest of time, you have a whole lot of things to do, and I'll call it, yes. I asked her to come because I know how you feel about young people. I wanted her to ask the question, but she got tired standing. And she went back. Do you still want to ask your question? Okay. Who is that boss that is talking? Yes, I gave her the opportunity. That is Hello. Okay, you can come now. Please come.
Talk to the microphone.
I wanted to ask, what are your advices on the youth? What are your advices on the youth as volunteers, because they believe their votes don't count? So are you telling them to come out to vote in government?
Thank you. My sister, I insisted because when I saw these are the people who have put their faith, you know. Be assured. Believe me as an elder brother. Believe me as a father. Believe me that this journey, I'm totally committed to it. And I'll walk through with you. I know how disillusioned you are. Don't be. Because the people we're dealing with have made up their minds that we won't succeed. We have also made up our mind that we will succeed. I assure you that the will, our will, is bigger than that. The God we worship will see us through. Because we know we're doing the right thing. So let me re-emphasize. Go out massively on Saturday. Vote for the right persons. Vote for Labour Party. I know it is not as easy as I said, because you're feeling, people see me now on the road. I was just telling somebody on my graduate, I've never had a position where I feel emotional. Right? But I see people all over the place, and young people, and they're crying and telling me, I'm going to leave this country. I can no longer stay. And I feel the pain. Just like I said, the young girl was crying today, and she was trying to boil water and everything. But I'm preaching to all of them, please stay. I'm not going to go away. I'm going to stay with you. And I assure you, we will overcome. They won't be there when the day comes. But we will be there.
Amen. So another round of applause for our presidential candidate. Ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you coming. Thank you very much. The press conference is now over.
Presidential candidate of the Labour Party.
Arise, O compatriots, Nigeria's all obey, to serve our fatherland with love and strength and faith. The labor of our heroes past shall never be in vain. To serve without a mind, one nation bounding freedom, peace and unity.
Presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Peter Obi, don't finish on the Labour Party. But in case we started, in case you join us, you know, join us from the beginning, when Peter Obi, they talk to people, we make some high points. And one of the things where he talk say he go court to go regulate a mandate. Now one of the things where he talk. And he encourage young people for Nigeria, where come out from vote, where they feel one kind, say make them no do any kata, make sure say they live peaceful. And he promise them say he go collect back in mandate. He talk say na the process na he wan go challenge for court, and he no go tell us details about the evidences wey him get to present for court. Akpota he talk say I dey challenge the process because e dey faulty. You no fit build peace on a faulty foundation. Na wetin the Labour Party presidential candidate Peter Obi talk as him follow Tori people discuss heart to heart for the press conference. Another thing wey he talk be say he clear the air, say he never make any alliance with any political party. And I remember say Tori bin dey fly up and down, say he don join body with some other political parties. But for this press conference, he clear the air, say he no do any join body with anybody wey dem call alliance. He say na, make I quote am wetin he talk. We know they in alliance. We dey discuss partnership with other people and any Nigerian where they interested. This na wetin Peter Obi talk. And he also talk say he never call anybody for phone sake of this election. Make I quote am as he talk am. I never call anybody on this. Na wetin Peter Obi use im mouth to talk. He talk saying they go court, and when they ask him how in they sure say judiciary go give him wetin he wants, he talk saying he don dey go court since 2003, and since that time he don dey successful for court. So when they ask him whether he dey under any pressure, he talk say nobody go fit put him under any pressure when he dey fight process. So he say nobody go fit put another pressure when he dey challenge misconduct or rascality. Na wetin Peter Obi talk. Plenty other things wey he talk. So last, he talk say make young people no relent. Governorship and the state assembly elections where they come up, make them come out in their numbers to vote. Na wetin Peter Obi talk. So country people, na so we do for here.
Don't be an enemy of democracy in Nigeria. Please, Nigeria is great. Don't destroy this great nation. INEC, I beg, INEC. Well, they say they don't do their own. Judiciary, now your hand is there now. Nigeria belongs to you too. Judiciary, please, save this nation, oh. Save Nigeria, oh. I beg, oh.
Okay, this one now one man protest against INEC, where they call judiciary to do wetin dey necessary. So country people, this na BBC Pidgin, and so we carry waka come here, Abuja, here Peter Obi, before I forget. He also sympathized families and other people who experience one form of attack or other, or will lose any of their loved ones. He called for 1 minute silence for them. So some people that's what happened today, where the Labour Party presidential candidate follow Tori people. Another thing where he talk say a new Nigeria dey possible, and they will work for that new Nigeria. He talk say he remain committed to a new Nigeria. These and plenty other things, they can branch enter our website.